Hey guys, between editing and release, Zack from Chaos Galaxy gave the channel a shout out, so I just wanted to give him a warm thanks and a warm welcome to all of you who came from there. Welcome. What's up guys, it's Aether, and it's time for the first video in a new series, which I decided to call The Archive. Now, The Archive is a series focusing on small stories and pieces of lore within the universe of Astronomica. Each episode will focus on different characters and different factions, and it will help tell the story in between the cards and in between the sets. Now, for the first episode of The Archive, we're going to focus on one of the main cards from Elysium Expedition, drawn by one of my friends at Beastmasters TCG. It's the God of War, Taurus. So how did he become known as the God of War? And how does divinity work in this universe? What makes him a god? How did he get that title? Well, for starters, Taurus is not really a god, at least not in the traditional sense. The Babylon Force is a meritocracy. People who show immense skill or succeed in huge moments of triumph are honored and become members of the Pantheon, a ruling class which guides the will of the entire faction across all of its owned territories. So, how did Taurus get there? Taurus was born as Taurus Asterion, the only son of a noble family on his home planet of Taurus. Now comparatively, this planet was relatively low population. Only 900,000 sentient creatures lived here, and the few remaining minotaurs in the galaxy lived here after the destruction of their homeworld. Now, Taurus always had an affinity for the military of the Babylon Force, but he had one defining moment which cemented his plan to join them. After his home city was protected from space pirates by soldiers of the Babylon Force, Taurus pledged to do the same for others, and quickly joined and climbed the ranks of the army. Now, a few years down the line, Taurus becomes the youngest member to reach the rank of lieutenant, and was sent to a conflict with the Kakitos Council on a planet in the magnetic fields. Now, after an aerial assault to weaken the forces on land, Taurus and a select drop team of veteran soldiers headed planetside to finish the job. But that was, however, before the heel turn from his strategist. His strategist, a Draken from the planet of Fencrest, was promised intense knowledge from a Kakitos Council spy who went by Selena. So the whole mission from the start was a plan to get rid of Taurus. After defeating his own heel-turned legion and the remaining scattered Kakitos Council forces, Taurus brought the Fencrest strategist to justice. And this is the story of how he earned the title of God of War. So, upon return to Babel, Taurus was officially elected into the Pantheon. But it's more than just a simple title. To become a full-fledged member of the Pantheon, Taurus had to travel into the Mene, a pool which separates the realm of the living and the dead on the planet of Babel. The dead here operate as seekers of blind justice. Their judgment is made separate from the living, and here, the dead can drag any rejected entrance into the Soul Isles to be lost forever. But Taurus passed and fully ascended, and got all the benefits that came with it, such as nigh immortality. Now, a few years after his ascension, an unusually large, unnatural energy wave was detected from Kakitos Council space. And while it matched similar waves caused by their experiments with rune tech, this time it was much bigger. Therefore, Taurus and a few of his chosen men have unknowingly began their search for the source of the energy waves, the planet of Elysium. And that was the first episode of The Archive. Let me know what worked and what didn't, and if you guys want to see more lore videos structured like this. And if you want to see more lore videos and videos on Astronomica in general, be sure to subscribe and leave a like below. It helps a lot. But that's it for today. So I hope to see you again next time.